Holy smokers, guys, Netflix stock has gone absolute beast mode here today. This is unbelievable. They reported some phenomenal earnings, and we got to look at all this. We got to dissect all this. We got to look at what the analysts are saying. There's so much going on here. So Netflix stock today, as I'm taking this screenshot, it was up around 9%. It was up over 10% at one point today, up over $30 a share. At this screenshot, it was up around $27.20. Unbelievable day for Netflix. Look at this here. This just shocked me, okay? In 2007, so 11 years ago, if you put $1,000 in Netflix stock, just $1,000, it would now be worth over $102,000, guys. We're talking about over 100 times your money in only 11 years span if you had just bought Netflix stock. Holy smokes, guys, that is absolutely insane return, insane return. Then you think about it from the perspective of, think about it like, oh, if you put, $200,000 in it and whatnot, imagine the amounts of money you would have. Unbelievable, guys. That would be what, $20 million or something like that. It's just sick numbers, guys. So I got to give Goldman Sachs analyst a lot of credit. He came out last week and said, you need to buy Goldman Sachs going into this earnings. And he was 100% right. If you did that, you made a lot of money there. So I got to give that Goldman Sachs analyst some credit there. Very nice job by him. In the first quarter, Netflix earned 64 cents per share, matching the Thomson Reuters consensus estimate and slightly beating on revenue of $3.7 billion, topping the $3.69 billion they had as an estimate. However, it showed much higher than expected growth in subscription additions, welcoming 7.41 million new subscribers and a beat on guidance, sending the stock up more than 6% after hours. Obviously, we saw it went up even more today. Unbelievable, guys. So 7.41 million new subscribers, and we're talking about this was in a 3-month span, guys. A 3-month span, and they added over 7 million. That was like over a 2 million beat there. Unreal numbers. Let's look at what Barclays here had to say. They said, despite scale, subscriber growth is accelerating. Despite price increases, 14% rise in ASP, Netflix set a record for growth in Q1 with net adds growing 50%, beating estimates handily. The company's guidance for Q2, which was a source of some concern going into earnings, was even a bigger surprise at 6.2 million sub growth expectation globally. To put this into perspective, this expectation is only 10% shy of the company's Q2 sub growth in 2016 and 2017 combined. This is on top of the fact that 2017 Q2 was a record itself, and the fact that the company is implicitly pricing in ASP growth of 14% in Q2. Let's look at what that Goldman Sachs analyst, he called it, guys. He called this one. Let's look at what he had to say. He said, Netflix reported accelerating growth in subscribers 27% year over year versus 25% in 4Q, and revenues 36% up year over year, Forex neutral versus 31% in 4Q on the back of strong content slate, marketing investments, and distribution partnerships. Outperformance in the US continues to raise the ceiling for penetration in Netflix global addressable audience, and the correlation between content investments and subscriber growth strengthens. We continue to believe that the market expectations for subscriber growth and profitability both in 2018 and beyond remain too low, and expect that forecast increase. The stock will continue to outperform. We remain buy rated and will raise our 12-month price target from $360 to $390, guys. So we're talking about getting close to a $400 price target now in this company. I'll show you Morgan Stanley and what JP Morgan had to say. If you want to just pause the video there so you can see what they had to say, what Piper had to say, what Wells Fargo had to say and whatnot. Just pause the video. I won't read you guys all that, but unbelievable numbers here Netflix is putting up, right? So look at this now. Look at this. Netflix now has a market cap on it of almost $146 billion, okay? Look at Disney's at $154 billion, basically meaning that Netflix is catching up to Disney in a huge way. They're as far as their value goes, Netflix is only valued about $7 or $8 billion less than Disney right now. And Netflix is on an absolute tear right now, and analysts don't see this slowing anytime soon. Meaning that within maybe a couple weeks, maybe even a couple days, who knows, or a couple months, as long as the Netflix stock stays pretty strong, they're going to overtake Disney, as far as the market cap size, guys, that's mind-blowing. When you think about all the things Disney owns, when you think about all the things Disney has going for it, you know, Netflix taking them over as far as market cap goes, that's unreal, guys. That's absolutely unreal. Netflix does have a pretty rich PE on it. It does have a forward PE of about a 78.5 right now. But to Netflix credit, when you have that type of growth going for you can think about like down the road. You know, if Netflix keeps getting better and better content, and let's say they go up in their price $3, $5, $10, most people won't even cancel if they went up a few dollars here and there, right? But all that money goes straight to the profit line, guys. So imagine the way they're going to be able to increase profitability as time goes on, as long as they can keep a competitive advantage around the company and whatnot. So pretty amazing stuff. Disney has got to strike back in a real way. They've got to put some type of streaming package together in a big way and fundamentally kind of change their business so they can address this Netflix situation before Netflix gets too big and too hard to fight off. Disney's really got to come after this like for the remainder of the year. Like, this should be the #1 focus. Disney needs to put some type of streaming service together that's major, in a major way, that's a straight-on Netflix competitor, direct competitor. If they do that, they're going to have a great chance to win out this battle. If they don't do that this year and they don't do it in the right way, you can trust me, like Netflix can potentially win the whole space, and they're already winning the space, but they can become the clear-cut winner, and just everybody's underneath them. And Disney, they're in a position where they own so much content, so many brands. They don't have to let Netflix win this, but Netflix is going to end up winning this if Disney doesn't come out and fight hard really soon. They can't just be like more and more talk. There needs to be action and real action out of Disney here. So, anyways, I want to hear what you guys have to say about Netflix numbers there. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in that comment section. Let me know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Well, I have some very exciting news for you guys. Just here today, I uploaded my full 11-part stock market investing mastery course into my stock market membership group. It's the first link down there in the description, and you have got to get in that group if you have not already. Listen to the unbelievable value you get from being in that group. So now you have my full stock market investing mastery course. That's a full 11-part course that goes into the entire strategy I look into when I'm looking into a stock and how I judge a stock, okay? So that's one thing. You also get a full 12-part stock options mastery course I put together as being a part member of that group, guys. So you can view those videos anytime you want when you're in that group. Stock options is a phenomenal way to hedge positions and also make money when the stock market is going down, or when you think a stock is going down in particular. It's phenomenal, guys. That course will teach you all about stock options. Then also, there are several months of content. That group's been open for around 5 or 6 months now, so you have a complete backlog of content just for being a member of that group that you can go back and watch videos and whatnot. Also, you get to interact with me and 400 other serious investors in that group in the comment section. I respond to almost every single comment in that group. Other people respond, telling what stocks they're buying and whatnot, why they're buying particular stocks. If you have questions for me, you can ask me questions down there. I interact with pretty much everybody in that group. Also, every Monday I do a lesson. So I teach you about something in the stock market. And these lessons, they're extremely valuable because a lot of them I've never shared anything on YouTube and whatnot. And a lot of them go into psychology and kind of teaching you mindset related stuff in relation to the stock market. For example, just this past week, right? I did one on when to trust your gut instinct in regards to a stock versus trusting your brain. I went into that. Those are the type of examples I'm talking about. Every Monday, a very valuable lesson. Those are the type of lessons that you cannot even put a dollar number on how much those are worth. Every Friday, I do huge videos, okay? Big videos on Fridays. And what I go into is I'm talking about stocks I'm looking into, I'm talking about stocks I'm thinking about buying for the upcoming week and whatnot, and stories I'm kind of paying attention to, what happened in the market this week in regards to my stocks and other stocks I'm looking into and whatnot. Those are really big videos. A lot of them are, 20 plus minutes just kind of going into all this different stuff I'm paying attention to, companies I'm looking into and whatnot. It's phenomenal, guys. Those are the big videos. Plus, lastly, there's a $40,000+ account I created a few months ago. Basically, I try to funnel $5,000 to $10,000 into this account account each month, and we're going to build that up. That will be at least $100,000+ account probably within the next 6 months. So it's very fun building that. And anytime I place trades in that account, I tell you guys immediately. I actually post a video that same day. Hey, I sold the shares in this stock. I bought shares in this stock and whatnot. And then on those Friday videos, I always show you screenshots of what that account's looking like, the cost basis is on those shares, what shares I own, and all that type of stuff, guys. So there it is, a phenomenal value. The worst case scenario is you join the membership group for a month and you cancel your membership because you don't think it has value or something. That's very few people, okay? Usually people that join that group stay in that group and love being in there. The value you get for being in there is unbelievable. You know, $99 a month. This alone, if you were to buy this just alone, that's a $97 product. This Stock Options Mastery, that's a $199 product. Never mind all the other amazing amounts of content you get, and you can get to be in this group for $99 a month. So it's definitely worth, you know, just joining for at least a month, giving it a try, seeing how you like it. And if you don't like it, cancel your membership. There's no questions asked. You don't have to deal with me or anything like that. But I really think you guys will absolutely love being in there, and I think you'll love being part of it. And I think it will definitely help take you to the next level as a stock market investor. So hope to see you guys in there. First link down there in the description.